Hi guys. So I'm gonna start a playthrough. I've just played through the whole of Dark Souls Remastered and didn't actually realise they had added an option for 21.9 support. If you go borderless, you will actually be able to play it in 21.9. I'm playing it at 3480 by 3840 by 1600 on my new monitor, and it looks great. Well, it looks good. The game's too old really to look great, but it looks better than it did in shitty 16 by 9, so let's give it a go. So I'm going to play this through on easy mode. You'll all be thinking, what's easy mode? There isn't one, but you can make it easy for yourself by collecting a few things early on, and I'm not particularly bothered about playing it all the way through without the summons. I've actually done that, played right through to the end, no summons at all, including the DLC, so I'm not out to prove anything. Just want to get through the game with a playthrough in this resolution really. So the gift at the start, I've gone in as Bandit because you get a fair bit of strength and endurance, which is the character I'm going to go with. Goddess's Blessing fully restores HP. It's like a bottle, but you don't get a lot of it, so it's not really worth doing. Black Firebomb the same. Yes, it gives a bit more damage, but really in the course of the game, not many. Twin Humanities the same. We can farm Humanities later when we need them. Binoculars you can get from the opening area. Pendant, I still don't know what that is. I've no idea really, so apologies for that. Tiny Beings Ring gives you a little bit of an increase to your HP, but I mean, over the course of the game, again, it's so little it barely saves you from one hit. Old Witch's Ring is actually detrimental. I can't remember whether it halves your damage or halves your life, something like that. So again, not worth having. Very much not worth having. Make the game difficult for you if you want it more difficult, I guess. Master Key allows you to get into certain areas before you should be able to get into them, so we're going to take the Master Key and start the game at that. Oh, no we're not. We're going to put in a physique first. Face colour, hair, wig and colour. Let's match my own hair of grey. I'm going to cut a lot of the cutscenes out here. Not with the bosses, I don't think, but at the start we'll cut that out and cut this out, and we start off in the first dungeon with a cell key. So I'm gonna, just for the moment, 0.9 out of 55. Oh, the equipment load's pretty good actually. Always manage to get a kick when I don't want one. Look over here, you'll see the stray demon. Find him when you come back here. You can't get to him at the moment. He's not the Asylum Demon that you're probably accustomed to here. For those who haven't got that far in the game, there will be spoilers in this. You can see here, when you're in the water, deeper water, can you see how you're encumbered, you're slower moving? We can do something about that, and we have to do something about that really, because when there's an area we get to that's poison water, if we don't have a certain item, it's a nightmare going through that. We'll light this bonfire and sit at it just to show you, for those who don't know, watching this for the first, watching Dark Souls for the first time maybe. When you sit at a bonfire, it revives everything, almost everything in the area. You'll see he's back to being alive again. There are certain enemies, little mini bosses and that you kill and they're gone forever. Now there's a really important bit. I started recording this and realised I'd missed it, but there's a bit here where you can open this door from the other side, and I forgot to do it. You want that door open because it persists into the return here, and if you haven't got that door open you have to run a long way around, avoiding a few enemies. If that door's open you can get, I'll show you what you can get, but and there's the boss at the top there. He's going to jump down, but we're not going to fight him at this very point. You can fight him at this point. I've got fire bombs, so you can actually... Have you got fire bombs? No, what am I talking about? Why did I think you got fire bombs? I don't know what made me think that. So we've got this archer firing at us, but we get our shield here. If your character is carrying a shield, that is. We've got our battle axe. Battle axe is quite a good weapon. Early on, does quite a bit of damage. Just get behind him for a nice backstab. One of the easier backstabs in the game. It's a shame I missed the first clip actually, because he throws you down the key that allows you to escape. I should have kept that in. Here there's a ring that allows you to walk in the water unencumbered, so that's what we need to come back for, and if we don't open this gate you'll have quite a problem getting round there. I want to come back very early in the game to get that. So if we open that gate, that will still be open when you come back, and you won't have to go the difficult way around, avoiding a few quite difficult enemies. You can just walk straight round. So if we go up here, this boulder will fall down, or whatever it is.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this.
So just give us a key,
farewell. I would hate to harm him.
and he can now die. Just to show, you can actually attack the NPCs in this game, non-player characters. That can be a disaster sometimes. I attacked one at the next area, which is called Firelink Shrine. It's a little hub, safety hub. I attacked one and it suddenly wasn't so safe. I was getting attacked every time I respawned, so it sort of ruined the game and I had to create another character. I learned that pretty fast. So we go through there. If we jump attack it, we normally get them both. Yeah. The backstab's all over the place again, as usual. Oh, got him. So this is the door we need to come back for to get that ring. There's an area later on that's got poison water in the bottom, and if you're standing in it too long, you'll just be constantly poisoned. So I come back and get this ring fairly early on. There's no real need to get it too early, I guess, but I don't want to forget it when I go down there. Now we're gonna fast rolling on that. That doesn't look very good, does it? So if we look at the equip load in the middle column there, we can see I'm just over 25%. 54 would be 27, 13 and a half. So I've got to be less than 25% to fast roll. So let's just oops, take something off. See if that does it. No, not quite. Yeah, there you go. So I should be able to fast roll now. Yeah. So I'm going in two-handed, no need for a shield for this bit, and we'll take on the boss. Don't hang around on here too long. But if you drop attack him, okay, didn't do that very well, but so I've got the Pilgrim's Key, and that means some humanity, and that means we can open this door. I'll say it's nice to be playing it in ultra wide. Very happy when I heard that they weren't going to support it, but it looks as though they did regardless. Dead. Right. So here there's like a little crow's nest at the end that you can drop items in. Don't drop, actually, make sure you do leave. And if you leave the items, the crow will swap them for other things.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
I love the way you can see the undead parish up there, and you can see the lower Borg at the bottom. It's beautifully designed, completely the opposite to Dark Souls 2 really, which just put areas in and they didn't have any real connection, which I thought was pretty cool. But here we are, Firelink Shrine, and this is the character I attacked early on. Accidentally attacked actually, but once I attacked him, I was stuffed. He just turned hostile for the rest of the game and I couldn't come back to this bonfire, which sort of ruined it. Anyway, I'll stop the video there and see you next time.